Welcome to The Musician's Musician. This is a podcast where I, Nick Costa, interview some musicians that I really love about a musician that they really love. And we'll also get into one specific album per artist, kind of dive in a little bit more specifically so we can get extra nerdy. If you don't know who I am or why I have any business doing this, I have been a songwriter and musician who has been releasing my own music for over 20 years now, which seems wild to say. I've played guitar, bass, piano, pedal steel, whatever I can for countless artists. I've played on probably hundreds of records at this point. I've been a part of the song creation process many, many times, and one thing I've learned is that it's always different every single time. Since I was a kid, I was always obsessed with the liner notes of every CD I would get my hands on. I'd memorize the lyrics, the producer, where it was recorded, what guitar / bass / drums / string brands they would list in the thank you section. I'd look at the pictures. Every little detail was committed to memory. Over the years of talking with fellow musicians and songwriters, I've noticed this common thread that there is, at the very least, one artist that they all have done the same thing with. Whether it's an artist off the beaten path, or maybe it's somebody who has seen or read everything they've ever made about the Beatles, each musician has a vastly different perspective about why they love that artist's music. I've always found those conversations so interesting and thought maybe you would find it interesting as well. Whether you're a musician yourself, or if you're just looking for some good recommendations from people who know how the sausage is made, this is going to shed some insight into how the process is perceived by artists, and we'll break down production methods, lyrics, chord changes, rhythmic patterns, really nerdy stuff. But at the end of the day, we're just sharing our love for the music of the world. We're all just that kid scanning through the liner notes, trying to find the magic that made these songs impact us in such a major way. I hope you enjoy listening, and on a different note, I was trying to think of theme music to have for the show, and my partner suggested since the logo is very 70s themed, maybe the music should be 70s themed as well. I did a bit of an online poll just to see what people thought the quintessential 70s songs were, and people said stuff from the Bee Gees, people said stuff from America, people said stuff from the Eagles, there was funk, folk, disco. I tried to take little pieces of each song and add them to this theme song. So in classic me fashion, I also wrote a whole damn song. Most of the time you just need 15 seconds or so, but that's just not how my brain works, I guess. So for now, I'll be saying goodbye by playing the theme song in full. Here we go.
They're a musician's musician. They just don't